So the 28th home win of the season. It started with a bang, and before all the dust settled, nothing like your run-of-the-mill 8-6-2-5-3 double play. Spoke it into existence, and here it is right there. Pete, with what could have been another five-star catch, gets the ball in. Dansby Swanson fires it home. Down to third base, Josh Bell, he was running with a trailer hitch on the backside, and then they get the double up out at first base. Two in the mud. You could see the excitement. It was flowing throughout Wrigley Field, and then the final strikeout cementing a 4-run victory in Game 2 of this 3-game set. With that said, come on in. What a day it was at the ballpark today. I'm Cole Wright alongside Cliff Floyd, and this is Cubs Live, presented by Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Cliff, the day started off with the unveiling of Champions Gate, and it culminated with a fantastic Cubs victory over the Twins, man.
Yeah, great day when you think about the 2016 team here, in existence. And when you think about everybody coming out, the fans coming out early, it was hot early. We saw people that had to sit down from heat exhaustion, and then having them and having Rizzo speak to the crowd, and having, the Rickett family and everybody that was here today just show love. And you don't really think about it until they all come back. 10 years ago was a long time, but these guys embraced it. They had fun today, and then to get the big dub. I didn't wear my big dub T-shirt underneath like I should.
You could see it straight through. It was all right.
But that's when you should wear it.
That's true.
Right? I foresaw. Is that a word? Foresaw a victory today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cliff, the wordsmith. We're going to keep you posted as it comes to Rogit's Thesaurus. But in the meantime, we're getting to some professional grade plays presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana GMC dealers. And oops, pile surprise. Michael Busch right off the rip. It's almost like Dex tapped into those clairvoyant skills, and he told him it was going to happen, but did he know it was going to Anthony Rizzo?
I mean, this is crazy to me. I mean, this is the second time we've been here, and Rizzo's getting the ball hit to him in the stands, and he's 0 for 2 on catching it. One of the best hands in all of baseball when he was playing. But you know what? When you don't have that leather, it's a little different, ain't it?
Absolutely. That heart of the hide. As we know, he's a 4-time Gold Glover, so there's definitely a whole slew of Rawlings with that golden hue in his rumpus room. But either way, the way the fellas were able to go out there and assert that dominance. Michael Busch, he got the ball rolling. Yesterday, we saw the fellas. It was a close-knit ball game until it wasn't. The Twins, they took control. But today, with Champions Gate being unveiled, that wasn't going to go down.
No, you know what? Matthew Boyd was outstanding.
Of course.
When you think about the offense, a lot better with runners in scoring position today. They were 4 for 11, and just little things, right? Little things, big knocks in big situations. You had a challenge call by Ramirez that was overturned. That was a big walk. On getting to that in a little bit, but they just played solid ball, the ball that we anticipate them playing, and was able to put that dub in the win column just based on the little things they do right. Like I said in pregame, they're going to get many opportunities offensively. You usually have to figure out a way to concentrate a little bit more and get those runs across the board. Let Matt Boyd settle in after the homer by Cody Clemens, and then he gave you 4 solid innings after that.
Yeah, 4-2 in the 6 games prior to the All-Star break, and then a clunker yesterday. But the fellas and their resiliency, their ability to bounce back today, that shows you what winning ball clubs are made of.
Yeah, man, they're resilient. This club has been one of the streakiest ones in the first half. We saw them, be as streaky as you can possibly be.
Sure.
But I think when you looked at them heading into the break, for me it felt like, okay, they had found something again where they can kind of rely on and understand when they come to the ballpark. They're not searching. They actually know that they're a really good ball club. So I'm anxious to see in the second half how they play, how they do against teams that sub 500, even though the Twins are now a game under 500. But you have a tough sled ahead.
Sure.
Right? The schedule's going to get tough, but you can't look past these dudes you have in front of you, which is Minnesota and Detroit.
Yeah, it was all about timely pitching and quality hitting, and the fellas, they had that in spades. Let's get to our insurance play of the game, presented by Insure on the Spot. Quality ABs. Cliff, you and I were talking. There's ducks on the pond, and needed a huge at-bat from that man right there, Miguel Amaya, and boy, oh boy, did he ever delight, man.
It was such a great at-bat. He was 0-2 in this at-bat, and we're going to do the breakdown pitch by pitch in a second, but that was such a big knock in a big situation. And I just say, you know what, when he's getting a chance to play, they have the best catching duo in all of baseball.
Absolutely.
With him and Carson Kelly.
Without a doubt, Miguel Amaya right there playing the keys, you see, with runners in scoring position since 2025. Hold on a second. A 391 out in front of Kyle Teal, Jonathan Aran, Bryce Terang, Troy Johnston, and Yordan Alvarez, who is absolutely flash frying all of Major League Baseball so far this season. So we need to go straight to the source and find out how Miguel Amaya feels about that. You see the numbers with runners in scoring position since 2025. You're the best in all Major League Baseball. How does that make you feel, man?
To be honest, I had no idea, but now it feels great knowing that, it feels amazing to go out there and have men on bases, put the ball in play and make things happen.
And what does it mean to you to know that, okay, this at bat, I have to take it away from a personal perspective and say, I need to score these runs right here, and every time you do that, you're in the good graces of your skipper?
Yeah, you just got to look to put the ball in play, look for contact. I was in 0-2 in that at bat, and, look for something on the sun that I can, execute.
Miggy, let's go back to that bat, because I thought that was a big at bat for you. 0-2, really good pitcher in Taj Bradley. Let's go through pitch by pitch right here. So 0-0, right? That's a nice 0-0, little bender right down the middle. But you ain't looking for that tough fastball. 96.
Down and away.
Now, what are you thinking when you start? How do you get back into this?
I gotta get something close to me.
Okay.
Something close to me, so I can do damage with. So he threw it right there, and that's my hot zone right there.
So that pitch before that hit, you actually knew that pitch was off the plate. You was like, okay, bring me something close.
Yep. Yeah, I was locked in where I wanted to start that pitch, whoever it was, fastball or that cutter down and away. But I say get it closer and a little bop, and that's where he threw, and my barrel just.
To me, that's how you hit with running the scoring position. You have a plan on deck, and then you're able to execute it. No matter what the situation might be as far as pressure. 0-2, you still in that bat.
Yeah, you just gotta locked in no matter what. If it's 0-2, 3-1, 3-0, you just gotta stay locked in. I think as a catcher the same way when I'm hitting, I'm not gonna throw anything easy to this batter, and just waiting for that pitch, and they make it happen, and was ready for it.
You know what, Cole?
What's that?
When you hit the way he hits the running scoring position,
I didn't hit how he hit,
and you smell the way he smells right now. I don't know.
Fantastic.
I was 9 innings down there squatting, so I was sweaty. So
boy, you smell good, man.
Absolutely, that's a winning fragrance, as we see. And you leaned into it. The fact that you're back there behind the dish with all the tools of ignorance on, does that give you that much better of plate recognition and pitch recognition when you're in the batter's box? You know just exactly what a pitcher's thinking, because you're behind the plate most of the time.
Yeah, sometimes they don't think my way. I think in my way, and sometimes it's not my favor. Sometimes when I'm ready for it and they throw it where I want it, that's when I do damage.
Nice. For Matty Boyd today, we saw a lot of off-speed stuff that was really getting over. Maybe didn't have a good feel for his changeup, but his curveball and everything else was in the zone. Just talk about him and how well he pitched today.
He's an amazing guy. He dominates every time he's up there. Just seeing him, bowling every day, and he's a competitor. Yeah. He's a competitor. His best pitch is a changeup. It was working on much today, but we execute some good sliders down and away, some good curveballs, and that fastball up. That's where he dominates in the sun.
No doubt.
You executed some sliders, some curveballs. Those were good, but you also executed a run-of-the-mill double play, the 8-6-2-5-3. It doesn't happen very often. How did you have to keep your head on a swivel, knowing that there could be a play and there could be an out at any bag?
Yeah, I know it was slow runner coming to home play, so Nico made a long hop. I was just ready to catch it, and I saw I had a chance to throw out him in third base, so just threw it to Breggy and make that double play happen.
Hold on, Mickey. So this throw. So now he's coming down the line. That's a big boy in Josh.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you get it around him and get it to Breggy, right?
Yeah, sure. I was, like I say, slow runner coming home play. Nico make a good throw. Just got to secure the ball and so make it happen third base.
Awesome.
Absolutely, and taking a look at what the day was actually all about, the unveiling of Champions Gate, the 2016 World Series Championship squad in attendance today. How big was it for you guys to know that we need to go out here and win a ball game, because there's winners in those bleachers?
Wow, man. Going back to 2016 and watching those guys all season long is special, man. That team was special, and it motivated us, to go out there and compete every single game. We want to be part like they did, and that start today. Yeah. Today we start that winning streak, and you gotta keep going, and happy for them that they had the experience and they play hard that year to get that accomplished for the Chicago Cubs, and we want to be part of it.
post-All-Star game hot streak. How can you guys bottle some of this energy up and race towards that finish line?
That's right. It's the best time to get that streak, and just gotta keep it going. Go out there, compete, and don't give anything away.
Absolutely. These fellas, they know what is at stake. Miguel Amaya, a huge double today, really opened up at that scoring onslaught from these Chicago Cubs. Miguelito, good stuff as always, and we'll continue to tell you about a quality Cubs W, because Cats, they were dancing all throughout the city. A little parkour, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of a Cubs win. That's right, Clark, he's on the field, 0 pants, but 1 gigantic W flag. That means a 4-run victory. It is in the books.